Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Extending the play now. Gets some space around the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. And the Chippewas are looking to keep this drive going.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Chippewas looking to keep this drive rolling. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Finding some room at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Here's the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has. Give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back, looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire 1st quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over to the sidelines just looking for answers.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Central Michigan, 7, Memphis, 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The big fullback's got it here. Breaking free at midfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Boy, second forever. Everyone in the stadium is expecting a pass, but instead they run the ball for big yards. And I'll tell you what they've done, Chris. They've given themselves a chance, a real chance here now on third down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Chippewas pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And now a carry here for the fullback. Breaking tackles. They pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
The shotgun running play call.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Movement here from the tight end. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Chippewas. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker room.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. He's looking to scramble. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down, looking to throw it. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Memphis. No chance to catch it.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Central Michigan.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Chippewas will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivero. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Play action here on first down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Direct snap to the back. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 17. Set to kick.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. They'll run the option. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Chippewas begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
1st down and 10 now. Hand off to the single back. Fights off a defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Same tailback, another carry. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Central Michigan, 21. Memphis, 14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. That's caught. It's Rivero. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Looks like Memphis will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Memphis. Just ran away from the defense.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to advance on the field.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. They're going to run it. Fighting them off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
second down after that run on the previous play. They give it to the big fullback here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Chippewas come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. A handoff to the back. They had got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Chippewas pick up enough to get a first down there. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The offense really clicking here. They feed the fullback this time. Fighting off the defender.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
The game makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. They don't pick up the blitzers. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you can take a sack in this situation. And now it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. This try is no good. Here in the final quarter, this game remains tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Chippewas. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, reserve this lead. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, I'll tell you what. This guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
They look to throw it here on second down. The pocket breaking down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right.
Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
A second down after that completion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll try a pass here. And he's got his man open downfield. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Central Michigan.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit as he released it. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Central Michigan. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, and it looks as if we are due for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the #1 team in the land, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Chips.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Arkansas's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. The play action fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Central Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. All wideouts, no backs. On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Fourth and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
Touchdown, Central Michigan. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still running at the 40. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he's running in the open. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Chippewa.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Travis. At the 40, there he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. They're working that left side.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Looking to move it through the air. Got his man all by himself. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Chips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Quarterback on the keeper. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's Travis. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around it. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Gets some yardage and gets down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Central Michigan! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Arkansas, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update.
And the Chippewas will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete downfield. And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch you. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He's going to pass. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side now. Bounced off his feet.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Chips. And the stomping has commenced.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of... out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turn...
Touchdown, Chippewa! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Showing off the arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Here we go. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wants to throw on first down. Still on his feet. He's looking on the right side. Touchdown, Chips! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
Get set.
Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And they'll haul down. Start us on the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the detail.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From his end zone, he'll go up top. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. He's looking for a man on second down. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Let's go!
They'll crank up this drive with the pass, using the quick game. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fighting off the defender. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm...